Hi guys, I will try to make a dream catcher today, and I also will be talking a little bit about dreams and nightmares. So these are the things that I will be using. Some of those I just found around my room and some I bought today. This is what I will use to give my dream catcher shape, and I just made it with this wire. When I finished it, I actually thought that I am really skilled. Like, look at this, this is actually a solid base. Then I'm going to use these strings for the pattern inside, and all of those things, these are feathers, are going to be used to decorate what is going to be just hanging from it. So yeah, so honestly I have no idea what I'm doing. I only saw some tutorials on the internet. So it's not exactly a tutorial, it's just let's go through it and pretend that it's all not a big screw up. So anyway, let's get started with what we're thinking that we're doing. So I want to tell you why I am making a dream catcher at all, but firstly I need to get through a little bit of introduction. So first of all, I don't believe in any symbolism behind our dreams. I don't believe that there are any specific meanings of our dreams. I don't believe in prophetic dreams. I don't believe that you can predict your future by dreaming about something. I don't believe that your dreams are connected with anything else than your internal self. I believe that dreams are only connected with your head and nothing else. I don't believe in visions in your dreams or anything like that. And that is because our psyche is kind of grounded in our bodies. So I really don't believe that our psyche can be connected with anything else that is outside of our bodies. As far as I'm concerned, dreams are basically what our brain is processing after the day. So dreams are made of our memories, of our experiences, of what we were sensing during the day. And it makes sense according to my dreams at least, because they are very realistic. So I am not exactly talking that in bad dreams there were monsters and in good dreams there were fairies. None of that. It's more like in a bad dream I was talking with a friend and we argued, and in a good dream I was talking with my friend and we were joking or we were having a really good conversation. My dreams are really based on what I was doing and thinking during the day. And I really haven't met a person that would have it like me. My dreams are like my life. I dream exactly about what I am thinking of. So you can imagine how dangerous that is. If I am thinking about something bad all day, if I am nervous about something and I am overthinking it in my head, or when I am trying to repress those thoughts and I am trying to forget about my worries, in my dreams it all comes back, it is all processed in my brain again, and those thoughts, those pictures that appear in my head, they make me feel things. So if something bad is happening, something that I was thinking a lot about, I was worrying that it might happen in real life, then it will happen in my head, really. Well, in my dream, I will feel it as if it was really happening right now. Because I can, while dreaming, I am not 100% aware that I am only dreaming. In my head, this is a memory. So when I wake up, I am feeling awful. I am feeling as if my worst nightmares came true, while they only were dreams, right? I also noticed that if I feel bad during the day, then those bad feelings will evoke some pictures in my head, and that is happening in my dreams. If I go to sleep feeling worried, stressed, tired, exhausted emotionally, then my dreams will be exactly the same. They will be tiring, exhausting, they will be stressful, and all of that stuff. I don't really want to talk about specific dreams. I don't want to give examples because I realized that talking about what was happening in my head sounds to me as if I was talking about real events. So I don't want to make those dreams become more true than they already feel as. So I'm going to talk about it very generally. It happened once to me that a dream scared me so much that I really couldn't calm myself down. Usually I know that it's a dream and it is really unpleasant to think of it anyway, and it already affected me emotionally, but I still know that this is a dream and I need to forget about it. I need to, you know, leave it in the past and completely ignore it. But this one time was different because it scared me. It just scared me. It's not like I believed that what happened in this dream was real. It's not that I believed it or confused reality with the dream. I just was so scared that I couldn't calm down, you know? It wasn't my mental state that was confused. It was my emotional state that was so shocked that I just couldn't go back to my normal state. So I woke up in the middle of the night, completely terrified, my heart racing, as if I was in real danger. I started crying. I couldn't control my breath. It was basically awful. Well, then it happened for the first time and I really didn't know what to do. Usually when I have a problem, when I feel like I can't contain it in myself, then I just talk about it with my friends. And this is kind of my way of dealing with it, just talking about it. But this time it was different. I did text my friend talking about what was happening in the dream, but it was a mistake because when I wrote it down, it was already out of my head in the real world. So it felt double bad and it didn't help really. I survived the night thanks to listening to a little bit of music and also thanks to my friend's advice, which was extremely helpful at that moment. But you see, it wasn't the end. The next day when I woke up and went to school, I still felt very nervous. I felt like there was some danger around me, even though I really knew that the dream was just a dream. But it didn't change my feelings, you know, like my emotions were so shaky then. It was affecting how I was seeing reality, you know, the next day when I already woke up. So that day I cried at class because I felt so nervous that I started crying in the middle of a class. Yes. And basically I went out of the class. The teacher asked me if everything is okay. I said that no. And basically I went home and that was it. The next day I felt better, but it really made me think of what my dreams might mean. But I don't mean the symbolism or anything. I just mean what my sleep condition is telling me about my life. Then I realized that at this time I was actually very stressed generally. Maybe I wasn't realizing it during the day, like when I was caught up in school and everyday responsibilities. But really when I think of it, then I had a lot on my shoulders. Well, I was almost graduating school, so I had to have good grades and also study for the final exam. I still had the decisions about university ahead of me. I don't remember the situation at home, but I do remember that at that time I was having relationship problems with a friend. So yeah, the stress level was quite high at that moment. And it probably was the reason for such a bad dream that affected me so much. You know, I feel like those dreams, they will just become more exaggerated as they last. Because if I fall asleep with some emotional state, then it is the beginning of the dream. So if I feel bad, then the dream will be bad, right? It will show me some worrisome pictures, situations, and those situations will also evoke a reaction from me during sleep. So I will feel even more worried and scared or just angered maybe at the situation. And so if I feel like that, then the dream will just continue being, you know, worse and worse. So it's a circle. I was thinking what to do about it. Well, making a dream catcher is kind of symbolic to me. It's really just for the placebo effect. I don't believe that the dream catcher will really stop dreams from coming to me. It's not that, but you know, the placebo effect will work. because then I will think about it. I will think that, okay, I am in a safe place right now. When I go to my bed, I am focusing on safety. I am focusing on being calm and just sleeping, having some rest. Because that's not what I really think about when I go to bed. When I go to bed, I think that, oh, tomorrow I have so much things to do, or that today I didn't manage to do as many things as I wanted, or that I am currently arguing something with somebody, or that I'm just feeling something wrong and that something is unfinished from this day. And I just think about all those negative things that really prevent me from sleeping at all sometimes. So apart from the dream catch, I was also thinking about other stuff that I can do for myself so that I improve my emotional state generally, not only during sleep but in my life, because apparently how I feel during the day, during weeks, during months generally is affecting my sleep directly. So I am currently in search of new playlists and songs that are calmer, that make me feel genuinely safe and calm. So this is the first thing that I was thinking of. But this is also about changing your attitude generally, I think. This is like not focusing on the bad side of things, and also embracing the good emotions instead of focusing on the bad ones, and focusing on people who bring joy into your life instead of those who make problems in your life and you always are angered at them. And it's more like directing yourself to those good stuff, but like really good stuff, not something that is worth working hard for or worth sacrificing for. No, just choosing things that don't need sacrifice, that don't need caring too much. It's about choosing things that are already good for you, that you already feel that they are nice and they are contributing positively into your life. So this is kind of general what I'm saying, but I think this is worth thinking about if it's going to affect my sleep and also my dreams. So tell me how you see my struggle and also what are your own experiences. And I guess this is it. So let's see how the dream catcher is doing.